I'm Judy, and thanks for joining me again on Market Yourself Beautiful. Today, I'd like to talk about makeup, how to make the outside look as good as you feel on the inside. Keep watching because I'm going to have some shows about the inside as well. But today, I want to show you how to make the outside look pretty without taking a whole lot of time or spending a lot of money. Now, I promise you, this is not a show about how to live frugally. For a lot of years, I had to live frugally because I made a choice. We made a choice and put our children in private school. So it seemed like all of my money was going to private school. A lot of you can relate to this story. There are three things that are important to me: experience, education, and exposure. So I was willing to sacrifice some of the things that I might have spent my money on in order to provide those things for my kids. But I wasn't going to go without my makeup, looking nice, clothes. And believe me, it was an evolution, because as we begin to age, things start to change and we start to do things a little differently. Now, why would I do a show about makeup when, if you look on the internet, there are tons of young people already out there doing it? I respect what they're doing, and in fact, my daughter did my makeup one day. She does makeup beautifully. And when she got done with all the layers and the paint and all, I looked in the mirror and I still looked 50-something. I didn't look any younger. I did look really nice, I will give her that, and my makeup lasted a lot longer. But for those of us who daily want to put something on, I rarely ever go out without makeup on. So for me to sit here in this kind of transparency is pretty much a big deal. But I do like to have a little something on, and this little tutorial is going to show you how you can do it very, very, very inexpensively. And if your price point's a little higher, go a little higher. You can spend more, but it also shows you that you don't have to have really anything at all to get started. And I'm going to prove my point by using makeup from, of all places, Dollar Tree. Now, there's a few things that I didn't get from the Dollar Tree that you can't do differently. One is my base makeup. There's two things I don't compromise on, and that's my base makeup. Whoops, I got it up backwards. My base makeup and my mascara. Now, they're not too far off from the Dollar Tree. You can purchase them in the grocery store. Because when my kids were growing up, where did I spend 99% of my time? In the grocery store. Well, I used to use CoverGirl base, but my daughter convinced me to switch to Maybelline. I like them both. I use, and of course you pick the color that's best for you, but I use the oil-free only because my face is naturally oily right now in the season of life I'm in. Oh, anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So all I do, very simply, I just put 1, 2, 3, and 4. I put 4 spots of base on. This is the Fit Me by Maybelline. So you dropped a little bit on my hand. And I use one of these little sponges to spread it on. And it really doesn't even have to take a lot of time. But whatever you do, whether it be just a little mascara and a little lipstick, anything to enhance your natural beauty is just always beneficial. You can always also get the base makeup that has the protective sunscreen in it as well. I must say that I don't spend a lot of money on product. A lot of companies would probably be real disgusted with me because I don't use a lot of the under stuff and the top stuff and the finishing sprays and all those other things that my daughters have shown me. I just use your simple, basic products. CoverGirl, translucent dark. I think it's either dark or translucent medium. That's just to set it and to take that shine off your face that I seem to perpetually have at this season of life again, if you know what I mean. So we're going to put on powder with just a little sponge. Usually the sponge that comes in the container, I just shake it out into the top and dip it and rub it on. I bet there's makeup artists all over the place looking at me cringing right now at my my processes and my product. But this is what I do every day. Okay, got that done. Then I do a little cheek enhancement, just a little shading underneath to try to make that face look a little slender, more slender. And I'm gonna tell you a little trick, a little secret. Again, there's a whole lot of makeup artists out there getting sick looking at my technique here. This is some brow powder. I use the same powder for my cheeks that I use for my eyebrows. It works. And I take a little brush, and that's just to give me a little cheekbone enhancement. I'm gonna rub it underneath. On both sides to cast an illusion that I have those high cheekbones. Okay, and we're gonna set that to the side. Now I've got some that are already open, so that's why I just brought one to show you, and using the ones that I already have open. And then my poor little brushes, I collect them from all over. I've even seen them at the dollar store, e.l.f. brand, the same brand you can get at Target or any one of the high-end makeup stores. I see them carry them there, so I can get those there as well. And then I use, again, Dollar Tree blush. It's called Color Mates. I've got one already open, so I'm going to take a bigger brush and use that to blush my cheeks. I figure at this point, you know what? The product really doesn't, for me, matter. Like I said, I pretty much have used high-end to low-end. I used to use a very expensive lipstick. And I started that it started to spread in my lips, giving me cracks that I didn't even know were there. And once I started doing that, I stopped using it. And I'm going to show you at the end what lipstick I've gone to and wear it every single day. So there we go on the blush. Something I learned from my girls that's become very popular. I notice all the celebrities when they're in their interviews have the little bronzer right above your blush. So I started using it too. And again, I found some, the e.l.f. brand, at Dollar Tree. So I just want to show you, it's out there. Here's one that I already have open, and we're going to put a little bit of that right above the color, just to give you a little sparkle, a little bronzer. It's called Sun-Kissed. Make you look like you've gotten a little healthy sun. Keeps you from being out in the sun, which is not a good thing, again, without sunscreen. So this is called Sun-Kissed. It's e.l.f. brand. Some people put it on their nose, but I don't need anything on my nose. I already have a natural shine going on there, if you know what I mean. Then we're going to go back to that little under highlighter that I put on my cheeks. My eyebrows seem to be disappearing. I think that comes with age as well. I've taken a couple pictures, and I look at the picture going, where are my eyebrows? It's also been my goal to get perfect eyebrows. I just haven't managed to do this, but this is what I do every morning. My girls have beautiful eyebrows, and one day I said I'm going to get somebody to help me get that perfect look with my eyebrows, but this is all I do. It's probably because I don't take too much time with it, right? But I do a natural tweeze. I used to go get them threaded until I went one time and they actually damaged the follicle, and now one eyebrow is not even with the other. It's never grown back. So I figured if it's going to be damaged and messed up, I can do that myself at home, right? So now we just fill them in, put a little of the eyebrow, what is this stuff called again? It's called brow powder. So I'm just putting a little bit on the shape of both of the eyebrows, and helps to make them stand out. Now I'm looking in the mirror and I can see them, but like I said, I take a picture and somehow or another they disappear. I don't know where they go. So I'm going to do a little filling. I meant to have a timer on too to show you. It shouldn't take me very long to do this. And this is something I do every day before I go out. This particular our eyebrows acting a little cantankerous here. So there we go. All right, got them filled in. And again, I'm not going for perfection. I'm just going for, there we go. All right, put that down. Now we're gonna go for color. And I was looking for, I noticed people had the glittery looking eyeshadow, and I have yet to buy one of those palettes. Now, again, my girls have all this stuff, and they spend a lot of money on that, but I was in a place where it just wasn't feasible for me, and it wasn't important either. But I did want to try a little glittery eyeshadow, and I saw these, again, at the Dollar Tree. And before I went and bought a palette, I wanted to see if I even liked it. So I tried it, and guess what? It did pretty good. So this is the one. This is one that's open. This is the little brand. And again, you can get these in any price point. I'm not telling you to spend $1. Spend $50 if that's what you want to spend and you like the color and it works for you. I'm just showing you that it doesn't take much. So you work with what works for you. And I am going to just do a nice little gold color across my brow. And the easy part is I just use it all the way across the entire eye, right up under my eyebrow and across my lid. This is the quick get ready in the morning. I don't have a whole lot of time. And really, I've kind of been wearing my makeup like this so long, I really, thankfully, don't have to think too much about it because I think I'm in a brain fog at this season of life. I jokingly tell my 16-year-old I'm old enough to be his grandmother. I'm just keeping it together. So that's what I'm trying to do. Just hold it together and still have a little sense of style. And it's all good. So wherever you are, let's see, it's all good. We're going to put some in the crease here to highlight the crease and down into the corners. Make a little point there and come out on this one. I just go across the crease and make a little point out in the corner. Just to accentuate our eyes. Now the other thing is your eye shape may be different and there may be a different application for the shape of your eyes. This is something I actually saw the way I'm doing it right now, believe it or not, in a magazine when I was probably 16 years old, and I've been basically painting my eyes the same way since I was 16. I know there's all different variations. There's been the smoky eye, the whatever, and you can use all different colors to achieve those looks. But because my eye is shaped the way it is, this is the way I put the makeup on my eye. And it's really not changed. There's been different things, like I'm going to show you eyeliner in just a second. Eyeliner's changed. We've gone back to the little wing in the corner. So there's little fun ways. I used to line the bottom portion of my eye. I don't do that anymore, so that's changed a little bit. But whatever shape your eye is, you might want to look online and find different, if your eyes are shaped differently than mine, find the way that best accentuates your eyes and makes them stand out the most. The finishing touches on all of this are going to be eyeliner. Again, I wanted to try a liquid liner. This is the craziest thing, and I saw it in Dollar Tree one day. I picked it up just to see if it would work and if I could even do that little wing thing on the side. I got so many compliments on that eyeliner. I was like, I'll just keep wearing it. And believe it or not, it stays on really well, and it's it's not waterproof. I don't like waterproof makeup. I like makeup that's going to come off. But I mean, it's not like I'm out in the rain and it pours, you know, and it gets wet or comes off. It stays on all day and it wears well. So I've stuck with it, believe it or not. This is this LA Colors. I've got one that's already open. And another little confession. I tried to do the wing. Somehow it got lost. It got lost in the wrinkle in the corner of my eye. And I just felt like I let that go. So I just lined mine straight. You can do whatever works for you. It just took too much time to try to figure out where that wing was supposed to fly, and it kept getting hidden somewhere. So I didn't even go that route. But I just start probably about, let's see, not even at the end of my eye. Probably I just line 3/4 of the eye and come out on the end. I do another little line below the main line that I started. There you go. That's it. Simple as pie. Let's do the other one. Okay. I've been doing this so long I can basically do it with my eyes closed. All right, that's the eyeliner. Then we go to mascara. Now you can get mascara, of course, at the Dollar Tree. I don't, because I don't like to take a whole lot of time doing this. And because it's not as hardy, I guess, as some of the grocery store. This isn't even high end. This is just your regular L'Oreal that you can get at Walmart, Target, Kroger while you're out grocery shopping. I love it though because it doesn't take a lot for it to go on. I don't have to sit there for 10 minutes trying to get my eyelashes long and thick. I use the Voluminous. I don't care, curved brush, straight brush, whatever works for you, but just a few strokes and there are my eyelashes, which I do not have the longest eyelashes, but I promise you I've been asked about what kind of mascara I use just by using this, and I personally love it. Like I said, it doesn't take 10 passes of the brush to get my eyelashes to show up. So I think one got a little eyeliner on it. It's kind of crooked. There we go. It's straightened up. All right, and because I don't line the bottom anymore, I also love the thicker mascara because it shows up better. Now back in the day, I know this is crazy, I used to wear, well, it's not crazy, I loved it. I used to wear blue eyeliner. I just liked it. It was a lot of fun. And even though I am getting older, there's still some fun little hacks that I like to do. Like I said, I didn't do the wing thing. I wish I could, and I probably can and will someday, but I just don't daily do that. That for me is if I'm going out somewhere and I feel like taking the time. But I do just do these little simple things that are fun to me, and nobody else may notice them, but I love them. I wear, on top of my black mascara, I put a little blue mascara. And it just, to me, kind of makes your eyelashes, gives them a little extra pop. And when I'm in the sun, you can really notice it, but outside of that, nobody probably even notices that I have that blue mascara on. It's just a fun thing for me. All right, let me see, is that everything? One more thing. I never go out without my lipstick. There is just something about having that lipstick. And if you want to skip any one of these steps, you can. Just do the mascara in the lipstick. Just put a little blush on your cheeks. Whatever it is that makes you feel good and makes the outside match how you feel on the inside. Remember I told you about that expensive lipstick I was using? I wear this every day, the same color, Wet n Wild, 99 cents. Yeah, I'm last of the big time spenders, right? And then I finish it off with the matching lip gloss, $1.50. It's never bled in the cracks of my lips. I don't even have to use lip liner. It pretty much lasts a good half a day. I might have to touch the lip gloss up, but I just like a nice little neutral color. If I'm going somewhere fancy, sometimes I may show out and wear a little red. Now, that's it. Simple and easy. I think probably if I timed it all together, it took 5 minutes. So whatever your price point is, it doesn't cost a lot, and it doesn't take a lot of time to market yourself beautiful. I know there's probably makeup artists out there cringing right now. Little simple, like I said, I'm not into the fancy, just the simple. But wherever your point is, whether you want to be fancy, simple, inexpensive, or spend a lot more, it's all okay. as long as you put your best foot forward again and market yourself beautiful. Thanks for your time. I'm Judy Gray. Have a good day.